Hello, hello. It is the 20th day, meaning it's the 20th day of 1st Samuel. I'm reading through for an October Bible reading all of 1st Samuel because it's my birthday month. There's 31 days in October and there's 31 chapters in 1st Samuel, so that's what I'm going with. Gotta straw my mouth because that's how I used to talk, because without it sounds slurish, everything like that, because heat stroke thing happened in the army. Okay, moving on. Now we go to chapter 20. I use King James Version. Follow along if you wish. And David fled from Naioth in Ramah and came and said before Jonathan, "What have I done? And what is my iniquity? And what is my sin before thy father that he seeks my life?" And Jonathan said unto him, "God forbid, you should not die. But behold, my father shall not do anything, either great or small, but he will show it to me. And why should my father hide this thing from me? It is not so." David said moreover unto him, swear moreover unto him, "Your father certainly knows that I have found grace in your eyes." And he says, "Let not Jonathan know, lest he be grieved. But truly as the Lord lives and as thy soul lives, there is not but a step between me and death." Then said Jonathan to David, "Whatsoever your soul desires, I will do it for you." And David said to Jonathan, "Behold, tomorrow is the new moon, and I should not fail to sit with the king at meat. But let me go, that I may hide myself in the field until the third day at even. If your father at all miss me, then say, David earnestly asked leave of me, they may run to Bethlehem from his city, for there is a yearly sacrifice for all the family. And if he say thus, it is well, your servant shall have peace. But if he be very wroth, then be sure that evil is determined by him. Therefore you shall deal kindly with your servant, for thou hast brought me your servant into a covenant with the Lord with thee. Notwithstanding, if thou be in iniquity, slay me yourself. Why should thou bring me to thy father?" And Jonathan said, "Far be it from me, for I know certainly the evil that were determined by my father come unto you. Then would I not tell you?" Then said David to Jonathan, "Who shall tell me, or what if your father answer you roughly?" Jonathan said to David, "Come, let's go out into the field." And they went out, both of them, into the field. And I'm going to turn on this light real quick, because it's a little bit dark. As I'm recording this, it's nighttime. And Jonathan said unto David, "O Lord God of Israel, when I have sounded my father about tomorrow, any time or the third day, behold, if there be good toward David, and then I send not unto thee, and show it thee. The Lord do so much more to Jonathan, but do so and much more to Jonathan, but if it please my father do thee evil, then I will show it to you, and send you away, that you mayest go in peace, and the Lord be with you, as he has been with my father. And you shall not only while yet I live show me kindness of the Lord, that I die not, but also you shall not cut off my kindness from my house forever. No, not when the Lord has cut off your enemies of David from every one on the face of the earth." So Jonathan made a covenant with the house of David, saying, "Let the Lord even require at the hand of David his enemies." And Jonathan caused David to swear again, because he loved him, for he loved him as he loved his own soul. Then Jonathan said to David, "Tomorrow is the new moon, and thou shalt be missed, because thy seat shall be empty. And when you have stayed 3 days, then shall go down quickly, and come to the place where you didst hide thyself, where the business was in hand, and shall remain by the stone Ezel." I wonder why they named the stones. Here's like a marking place. "And I will shoot 3 arrows in the side thereof, as though I shot at a mark. And behold, I will send a lad, saying, Go, find out the arrows. If I expressly say unto the lad, Behold, the arrows are on this side of thee, take them, then you shall come, for there is peace for you, and no hurt, as the Lord lives. But if I say thus to the young man, Behold, the arrows are beyond thee, go away, the Lord has sent thee away. And as touching the matter which thou and I have spoken of, behold, the Lord be between me and you forever." So David hid himself in the field, and when the new moon was come, the king sat down to eat meat. And the king sat down upon his seat, as other times, even the seat by the wall, because he likes being against the wall. Well, kings often sat against the wall because no one be behind you and stuff like that, and all that stuff. Alright, he sat by the wall, even by a seat by the wall, and Jonathan arose, and Abner sat by Saul's side, and David's place was empty. Nevertheless, Saul didn't say anything that day, for he thought something has befallen him. He's not clean. Surely he's not clean. Something, he's like, marital relations or something? Or did he do something? He's not clean. He's not clean. That's the only reason why he's not here. He's not clean. But I don't think marital relations be good. Well, depending on the... never mind. "And it came to pass on the morrow, which was the 2nd day of the month, that David's place was empty. And Saul said unto Jonathan his son, Wherefore cometh not the son of Jesse to meat, neither yesterday nor today? And Jonathan answered Saul, saying, David earnestly asked of me to leave to go to Bethlehem. And he said, Let me go, I pray thee, for our family has a sacrifice in this city, and my brother has commanded me to be there. And now if I found favor in your eyes, let me get away, I pray thee, and see my brethren. Therefore he comes not unto the king's table. Then Saul's anger was kindled against Jonathan, and he said unto him, You son of a perverse rebellious woman. I guess in other words he was saying, You son of a beep. In a way, that's what it sounds like, but it's kind of weird he would say that against his own mother, his wife. I'm just like, Saul, what are you doing here? Do I not know you have chosen the son of Jesse to your own confusion, and the confusion of thy mother's nakedness? For as long as the son of Jesse lives upon the ground, thou shalt not be established, nor thy kingdom. Wherefore now you shall send and fetch him unto me, for he shall surely die. And Jonathan answered Saul his father, and said to him, Wherefore shall he be slain? What has he done? And Saul cast a javelin at him to smite him. Whereby Jonathan knew that it was determined to his father to slay David. So Jonathan arose from the table in a fierce anger, and did eat no meat the second day of the month. For he was grieved for David, because his father had done him shame. And it came to pass in the morning that Jonathan went out in the field at the time appointed with David, and a little lad was with him. I think some may say this might be his son, I'm sure, but I don't think he was born yet, not in this case. And he said unto his lad, Run, find thee now the arrows which I shoot. And as the lad ran, he shot an arrow beyond him. And when the lad was come to the place of the arrow which Jonathan had shot, Jonathan cried after the lad, Is not the arrow beyond you? And Jonathan cried after the lad again, Make speed, haste, stay not. And Jonathan's lad gathered up the arrows and came to his master. But the lad knew not anything, only Jonathan and David knew the matter. And Jonathan gave his artillery, his stuff, unto the lad, and said to him, Go carry them into the city. And as soon as the lad was gone, David arose out of the place toward the south, and fell on his face to the ground. He bowed himself 3 times, and there they kissed one another, and wept one with another, until David exceeded. And Jonathan said to David, Go in peace. For we have sworn both of us in the name of the Lord, saying, The Lord be between me and you, and between your seed and my seed forever. And he rose and departed, and Jonathan went into the city. An actually very sad chapter, because now Jonathan has to let go of his friend, and this is part of the reason why 1 Samuel is my favorite, because Jonathan's an interesting character. He's loyal to his father. He does what his father tells him, but he's not going to turn against innocent blood to kill him. He's like, I'm not going to kill David. I'm not going after David. He's innocent. What are you doing? Stop it. Saul doesn't listen to him. And because of Saul, what cost everybody? Yeah, that's the problem. But Jonathan's like, yeah, well, I'll support you in your kingdom myself. I don't care about being king. Because he knew from the Lord that's what would happen. But, hey, well, sad chapter and everything, but not every story is happy. All right, we'll see you in the next one for chapter 21. That'll be tomorrow. Goodbye.